This is McDonald's. And what you are about to see next will blow your mind. And what you think you know about it is a lie. You think McDonald's is just about burgers and fries? Think again. They've been hiding a secret so crazy, it'll flip your entire mindset about business and money forever. While you're waiting in line for a Big Mac, McDonald's is quietly owning the land under your feet and making billions from rent. In this video, I'm spilling 30 years of insane business secrets using McDonald's as the ultimate blueprint. Are you ready? Stay with me to learn the real secret behind this, and let's dive in. McDonald's is not just flipping burgers, they're flipping the entire business game on its head. Here's the mind-blowing truth. McDonald's isn't in the fast food business. They're a real estate empire wearing a burger costume. Think about that for a second. There are over 36,000 restaurants worldwide, but McDonald's doesn't actually own most of those restaurants. They own the land, the golden ground beneath every single one. And every franchise owner? They're not just paying for supplies and marketing. They're paying billions every year to McDonald's just to rent the land. In 2022 alone, McDonald's made more money from rent, $8.7 billion, than from selling food, which was $5.7 billion. Even if the burger business is struggling, McDonald's is laughing all the way to the bank. This is what billionaire Ray Kroc meant when he said, "We are not in the hamburger business. We are in the real estate business." That mindset, that shift, is the single secret that built a $200 billion empire nobody talks about. Here's the lesson you can't afford to ignore. Most people hustle to sell products, trade hours for dollars, and compete in crowded markets. But the ultra-rich? They own the ground the game is played on. They build empires on ownership, leverage, and control, so they get paid whether they work or not. Owning assets that generate passive income is like having a machine that prints money 24/7. And guess what? That same machine is waiting for you to build. It's just about thinking bigger than the hustle. Now, here's the $1 million lesson for you, and it's the kind of secret they never teach you in school. Owning the assets means owning the game. Most people think business is about selling products, grinding harder, or hustling endlessly. Wrong. Dead wrong. The richest people don't just sell stuff. They build or own systems that generate money automatically, day and night, rain or shine, whether they're working or sleeping. McDonald's? They don't rely on selling burgers to get rich. They rely on franchisees paying rent on properties McDonald's owns. Here's the kicker. If every McDonald's franchise closed tomorrow, McDonald's would still be swimming in cash because they own the land and leases. That's the kind of power you want. Now ask yourself, are you trading your precious time for money? Or are you building assets that pay you no matter what? Because here's the brutal truth most people avoid. If you don't own the asset, you're always at risk. Jobs, gigs, and even small businesses without assets are like sandcastles, easily washed away. McDonald's shows us how to build a business that works for you 24/7, even when you're doing nothing. No more chasing sales or worrying about customers. Instead, focus on building ownership, control, and recurring income streams. And here's something almost no one tells you. The moment you shift your mindset from selling stuff to owning the system, you step into a totally different league. A league where your money works harder than you do, and your wealth grows quietly but explosively behind the scenes. If you find this information so valuable, smash those like and subscribe buttons. It will be so great for me. Okay, let's get back to the point. So if you want real wealth, stop chasing sales. Start building ownership, because that's the secret McDonald's and every billionaire has known for decades. McDonald's ultimate superpower? Leverage. And not the kind you're thinking. They didn't just build a fast food chain. They built a business machine that uses other people's money, effort, and risks to explode their empire. Here's how it works. McDonald's leveraged three unstoppable forces: franchisees, real estate, and brand power, to scale faster and stronger than anyone else in history. The franchisees? They put their own money down, take the risk, and run the daily grind. McDonald's? They don't have to sweat the small stuff. They own the land, the brand, and the systems that control every move. Think about this. It's like having thousands of employees. But instead of paying them, they pay you. Every month, franchisees send billions of dollars to McDonald's as rent and royalties. This is a money-making system built on other people's work and investment, a secret weapon the ultra-rich have been using for centuries. Now here's where it gets even crazier. Most people hustle harder, thinking working more hours means earning more. But the real millionaires? They multiply their income by multiplying systems, not hours. They create leverage power that makes money flow automatically, on repeat, while they sleep or focus on bigger moves. And guess what? This kind of leverage isn't reserved for billion-dollar companies. You can build leverage too. The only difference between the rich and everyone else? They think beyond the hustle. They build businesses, networks, and assets that work for them, even when they're not working. So ask yourself, are you stuck trading hours for dollars? Or are you ready to create your own leverage and unlock the secret to wealth the richest already know? Now, here's where it gets absolutely insane. McDonald's didn't just build a restaurant chain. They created a secret company called the McDonald's Franchise Realty Corporation. And this hidden giant is the real mastermind behind their billions. This company's sole job? To buy the land underneath every McDonald's restaurant, and then lease it back to the franchisees on contracts so tight they can't escape. Think about that. McDonald's literally controls the ground their franchises stand on. It's like owning the stage where the entire show plays out. But instead of being a performer, they're the ruthless landlord collecting rent no matter how the show does. If a franchisee's business tanks, McDonald's still owns the land and keeps collecting rent. They're not just landlords, they're the bankers, the landlords, and the kingmakers all rolled into one. Imagine this. You think you're buying into a business, but really, you're signing a lifetime lease to pay McDonald's rent every month, while they pocket the profits. It's like charging interest on loans you gave yourself. This secret company is a money-printing machine disguised as a real estate firm, quietly cashing in billions behind the scenes. This isn't about selling burgers. It's about building layers of unstoppable income streams. Rent, royalties, property value, all stacking up while franchisees take all the risks. And here's the thing. This multi-layered income is the exact blueprint the ultra-rich use to protect their wealth. Not relying on just one paycheck or one business, but creating a fortress of cash flow that survives any storm. Most people hustle to make one stream work. McDonald's? They built a tidal wave of income, and that's why they're untouchable. This is your wake-up call. If you want to build real, lasting wealth, you must think like McDonald's. Not just as a seller, but as an owner of the game itself. Because when you own the ground, you own the power. And power is where the money really flows. Beyond money, McDonald's controls minds and entire markets. Sounds wild? It's real. Those golden arches? They're not just a logo. They're a global psychological trigger, a symbol embedded deep in your memory since childhood. You see them and feel something. Comfort, hunger, nostalgia, trust. You're not buying a burger. You're buying a feeling that was engineered into your brain over decades. That's not marketing. That's mind control disguised as branding. Now here's where it gets even more insane. McDonald's doesn't sell food. They sell familiarity. Walk into a McDonald's in Tokyo, London, or New York. The experience feels the same. That's not a coincidence. That's planned psychological dominance. They've trained billions of brains to associate the golden arches with convenience, safety, and even happiness. Kids grow up celebrating birthdays there. Parents trust it without question. That's generational brand embedding, and once it's in your mind, it never leaves. This is McDonald's real currency. Trust, familiarity, and control. And guess what? It's invisible. You can't touch it, but it controls your wallet. That's why McDonald's can charge more, dictate terms to franchisees, and stay relevant for decades, while thousands of other food businesses rise and vanish. Want to be rich? Stop chasing sales. Start building psychological gravity. Build a brand people trust so deeply, they defend you. Apple did it. Nike did it. McDonald's mastered it. It's the richest kind of power, invisible, emotional, and unstoppable. And here's the craziest part. This isn't just branding, it's behavioral science. They understand how people think, crave, and react. Colors, smells, even the layout of the store, all designed to guide your brain without you even realizing it. The smell of fries? Pumped through the air system. Red and yellow colors? Trigger hunger and speed. It's not food science. It's mind control in plain sight. So the real secret? McDonald's doesn't just own real estate. They own real estate inside your mind. And that, right there, is the most profitable property on earth. This is McDonald's. And this is the part they never wanted you to understand. They don't sell food. They don't run restaurants. They run an empire of mind control, real estate, and systems that print money in layers. And now, here's the real question that should haunt you. If McDonald's can do it with burgers, what could you do? Because you might be thinking, but I don't have land. I don't have billions. I can't build that. But what if I told you? You already have something just as powerful? If you have a skill, that's an asset. If you have attention, that's digital real estate. If you own a system, that's leverage. If you build a brand, that's psychological power. You don't need 10 stores. You need one system, one idea, one brand. McDonald's didn't start as a real estate empire. It started with a tiny burger stand in San Bernardino. But someone looked deeper. Ray Kroc walked in and didn't see burgers. He saw a blueprint for infinite wealth. He didn't build a kitchen. He built a money machine. And the rest of the world just kept eating. Now you have a choice. You can keep playing the surface-level game, chasing followers, working harder, trying to sell one more thing. Or you can step behind the curtain and start designing systems that pay you forever. Be the landlord. Be the owner. Be the architect. Because the biggest wealth isn't loud. It's quiet, strategic, invisible, just like McDonald's. This is McDonald's. And this is your wake-up call. Now go build something they can't ignore.